In this video, I'm going to be taking you through the process of building this media wall. First two steps of the job was to set all the tools up and run over the job with the customer.
I'll just measure and say, okay, it's going to be like 15 inches.
The boss and the customer run over the job quickly, and then the boss would run over the job with me.
Just put them at the back.
While Timer was clearing the media wall, my first task was just to cut all the CLS. After I was finished with that, me and the boss got to work on making the inner frame. These two frames will sit on either side of the TV. We did build 4 frames, but I'll explain why later when we actually putting them in use. Here, as you can see, there is a wire in the way of the frame and we wasn't taking the wire out, so what I had to do was notch out on the CLS to compensate for this. Now that this was done, it was time to build the rest of the main frame. We started this off by connecting the 2 frames we just built here and here.
You want to hold this tie up?
Following this, we started working on the inner frame. We started this by putting timbers around the TV.
I'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 8.
Then we just give it all more strength by adding noggins. Carrying on with the skeleton, the customer wanted a soundbar and a fireplace in the bottom part of this media wall, so we are just marking out for that now. Here the customer wasn't too sure on the fireplace yet, so we're starting with the soundbar and then we'll move on to the fireplace at a later time.
The fire, so because I want the bottom of the fire lined up with the cupboard. It's 3 inches. First job tomorrow. Yep, we know what we're doing tomorrow as well. So straight.
So earlier I did mention about building 4 frames, and the reason for this was because on the face of the media wall we wanted both sides to be a bit larger, because we thought it would look a bit weird and unnatural if it just dropped back straight away after just one length of timber, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense.
Oh, was it not there because it's attached? That.
Moving on, our next goal is to bring the TV out further than it currently can go out. To do this, we've got to move the bracket that the TV actually sits on out. And to move the bracket out, what we're going to do is build 2 of these things you can see here. and then rest the bracket on that. To make it more stable, we're going to put noggins in the side of the media wall and then put studs straight across to give it more strength so the bracket isn't going to go nowhere. Hopefully I've explained that well, but if you don't understand me and you're not a carpenter, I will be showing you guys anyway, so just stay tuned and you'll see what I mean. Up next, I'm going to start working on the side frames where the shelves are going to go, and the boss is going to finish off with the main frame. Here my camera did die, but I'll explain everything we've done quickly. All that was done was the main frame was finished off completely and we were starting to work on the side frames. All of the frames are built up now and we're literally just putting them in and screwing them back.
Screw at the bottom a bit out. Yeah? You got it? I said, I don't care. I'm doing my side, you're doing your side.
As you can see, the skeletons are all coming together now. All that needs to be done is literally the shelves here. And on this side, the shelves as well. Plasterboard will be going in the middle part of this media wall, and then the rest will be MDF just because that's what the customer wanted as the cheaper option. So one more day at this job and it should be finished. I'm going to cut to the next day now, which I wasn't here on, so I'm just going to do a quick edit of how it went.